Okay, first one. Integral 4 to 1 f of x dx. Close to what I have here, but it's flipped. So how do I compensate that? It's going to be a negative 2, which is 2. Exactly. So to compensate that, remember this is the same thing, 1 to 4. It's our first property. Next, negative 1 to 4 f of x dx. Negative 1 to 4. 7 and 3.
Oh, that's right. 3.
How do we get that?
-2 plus 4.
Add them up, because here's negative 1 to 1, 1 to 4. So which property is that? That last one, correct? Is it 4? 5. Say, because we had negative 1 to 1, 1 to 4, so total we have negative 1 to 4. Okay, next. Negative 1 to 1, 2f of x plus 3h of x dx. Let's use two properties at once. I'm going to use the one where I split them up, but I'm also going to use one where I pull out a constant. So I have negative 1 to 1 f of x dx plus 3 negative 1 to 1 h of x dx. Help me out. What was negative 1 to 1 f of x dx? Is that 5?
Yeah.
How about for h of x? 7?
Yeah.
So what will I get total? 31. Questions? Pretty straightforward. 0 to 1 f of x dx. What do we think there? Zero to 1. Can I take this and whack it in half?
Yeah.
Yep, sure can. No.
I thought you were shooting from over there.
No, because a lot of people think that if I'm going from negative 1 to 1, and I only want 0 to 1, I can just whack it in half, right? But what's the problem with that?
Those halves aren't equal.
Exactly. The halves aren't necessarily equal, unless you're told what?
It's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle. How about in general? Because they do tell you it's an AP test. Could be constant, but there's other things, not necessarily constant. What else could they tell you that would know they're equal?
The 3.
What about the one?
Okay, what's another word for that? Even, yes. So if they tell you it's even, you can whack it in half, right? But for now,
And only if it's on that interval?
yes. For now, we put NEI.
Yes.
What do you think that stands for?
Never,
Not
ever,
never.
ever.
Not enough information.
There you go. Not enough information.
Never, ever. It's impossible.
Not enough information.
I think that.
Next one. Negative 2 to 2 h of x dx.
Anyhow.
What do we think?
Anyhow. Yep.
Yeah.
NEI. Why?
Because you don't have any.
You don't
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on when you get to 2 or negative 2. Some people want to double this, but we do not know what the function looks like. All goes back to area under the curve. Last one. Negative 1 to 4 f of x plus h of x dx.
one that's NEI.
So what can I conclude?
That's all.
And yeah.
NEI. So even though I have enough information for one of them, I can't add it to something I don't know, correct? So if one of them's NEI, you're done. Don't go crazy with the NEIs in homework, okay? Okay, don't go crazy with them. There's not a ton of them. Questions? How do I feel about the properties?